Hey guys, we are back at it again, this time with the 5th Hokage Tsunade Senju. Recently we did her grandfather Hashirama Senju and felt that overall we have been doing a lot of male characters, so we wanted to spice things up. And I know a lot of you guys had a massive crush on Tsunade whilst watching Naruto growing up, and some of you still do. So here we are with Tsunade, the 5th Hokage. And remember guys, like always, before we start, I'm gonna have to let you in for a treat. If you guys want to purchase awesome anime apparels and accessories, then head on to Anime Ryo. They have some lit Naruto shirts, jumpers and hoodies. They even have Hashirama's green necklace, and for you guys, they are giving a 10% off with the discount code ABD Squad, so make sure to check them out. The link is in the description and comment section below. With that, let's cue the intro. Just like the other seinen, Tsunade is named after the characters from the Japanese folktale Jiraiya Gogetsu Monogatari, or in English, the tale of the gallant Jiraiya, and Tsunade's name means mooring rope, which is not too far apart from her brother's name Nawaki, which means rope tree. However, the translation is said to be a bit controversial, as it does get misinterpreted with one particular character of the name. In the Japanese to English translation, her name means mooring rope, but when translated using simplified Chinese, the name can mean steel hand, where the latter making way more sense than the English version, as steel hand fits Tsunade's character perfectly, especially if you witness what that hand can do to anyone on the receiving end of her punch. Now, Tsunade's family name Senju means 1,000 skills, which pretty much sums up the characters in Naruto who identify as being part of the Senju clan, as those who are born or married into the Senju clan are known for being powerful individuals with skills that are unparalleled compared to others. Well, everyone apart from Nawaki, that is. As mentioned earlier, Tsunade along with the other seinen are named and inspired after the characters in the Japanese folktale Jiraiya Gogetsu Monogatari, or in English, the tales of the gallant Jiraiya. In this Japanese folktale, the characters Tsunade and Jiraiya are thrown down a cliff and left to die, but a hermit named Senju Dojin finds them and takes care of them, and later training them, where in Tsunade's case she is trained in slug magic, which she later mastered and was able to summon an enormous snail or turn into one. This reflects back to her character in Naruto. In fact, a lot of the things from the novel is portrayed within Naruto, from the relationship between Tsunade and her fellow team members, Jiraiya and Orochimaru. The concept of the three-way deadlock is literally lifted from this real-world novel. Even the intense relationship between Tsunade and Jiraiya is based from this novel, as Tsunade is Jiraiya's wife in the tale, overall reinforcing the fact that Kishimoto was inspired from the Japanese literature, specifically folklore. Now, like mentioned before in our Jiraiya video, we don't want to constantly repeat ourselves, because if you guys can remember, we have covered all of this in our previous video we have made called Sonin, the Legendary Untold Story, in which we go into great details explaining the story between Jiraiya, Tsunade and Orochimaru. So if you guys want to know more about this inspiration, then make sure to check that video out. Alright, in the terms of Tsunade's design and illustration, Kishimoto designed her to look quite simple, her eye colour being brown and her hair being a blonde straight shoulder cut length, where it's usually styled in two loose side ponytails. On her forehead, Kishimoto designed her to bear a visible violet diamond shaped symbol, which holds the strength of 100 seal. And while Tsunade was bullied when she was younger for being flat chested, she became large breasted as an adult. And I know a lot of you are mainly here on this video to find out her size, so here we go. Well, Jiraiya estimates them to be around 106 centimeters in circumference, and if you convert that to inches, that would give Tsunade a bust size of 42 inches. Aside from that, Tsunade is regarded by some as the most beautiful kunoichi in the world of Naruto. Tsunade maintains the appearance of a young woman by using the transformation technique, despite already being around her 50s, and they have not fully shown what she looks like when she's not using that transformation technique, but she appears to be more frail and wrinkly looking. The outfit she normally wears is a grass green haori with a kanji for gamble written on the back inside a circle. Underneath that, she wears a grey kimono style blouse with no sleeve, held close by a broad dark bluish grey obi that matches her pants. Now moving on from looks to her abilities and power. Earlier we talked about how Tsunade has a violet diamond shaped symbol on her forehead. Well, that's where she's able to control and store massive amounts of chakra in the strength of 100 seal, which is a forbidden S rank technique that is only possible to those who have mastered the Creation Rebirth technique. The strength of 100 technique gives the user enhanced rapid regeneration, and while this technique is in effect, the user will be able to continuously regenerate to any damage. Now, I also mentioned earlier that Tsunade is able to alter her appearance. Well, she does this by combining her stored up reserve of chakra with a transformation technique. Normally, the transformation technique is used to alter a person's appearance, like when Naruto uses it for his sexy no jutsu. However, Tsunade has such amazing control over her chakra that she can use this technique without exerting any effort whatsoever, and the only time you will see her true appearance is if her chakra becomes completely drained, hence giving her the ability to remain attractive all her life. Now, there is a misconception that this technique could shorten a person's lifespan. However, it's actually only the use of her Creation Rebirth technique that shortens her life. Tsunade is also known for revolutionizing the medical ninja system in Naruto. The system was founded on the laws that Tsunade established for her students and other medical ninjas to abide by. These laws includes never ceasing medical treatment until a person is declared dead, no medic ninja should ever be standing on the front lines, and no medic ninja shall die until they are the last of their platoons. However, Rule 2 could be broken if the medic ninja has mastered the Creation Rebirth technique. Now, although Tsunade has received countless honors from her peers, she remains humble and would often say that Hashirama Senju, her grandfather and the first Hokage, was a much greater medical ninja than her. But Madara, who knew Hashirama all too well, responded by saying her abilities were on the same level as her grandfather after witnessing her ninja art Creation Rebirth technique. Now, in the terms of powers and skills, according to the data book stats, Tsunade is the most powerful female character in the Naruto series by having the total score of 35 out of 40, with 5 in ninjutsu, taijutsu, intelligence and strength. She's only a half point behind Jiraiya and Itachi, who are tied for having the highest data book score. And although it's part of the Naruto gag, at a young age, Tsunade is said to have busted 6 of Jiraiya's ribs and broken his arms when he was being too pervy. Tsunade is seen using 6 nature types, which includes lightning release, earth release, water release, fire release, yang release, and in anime, she is shown to use yin release. Tsunade has completed 1,256 official missions in total, 40 D ranks, 236 C ranks, 467 B ranks, 418 A ranks, and 95 S ranks. Now, like some of the other characters in the Naruto series, not much is known about Tsunade's immediate family. All we really know is that Tsunade is the last surviving member of the Senju clan, where her grandfather being Hashirama Senju, and the fact that she's part of the Uzumaki clan because of her grandmother Mito Uzumaki. However, it is not revealed on who was Tsunade's parents, and if Hashirama and Mito were from her mom's side or her dad's side. But within the Naruto community, many theorists suggested that Hashirama and Mito Uzumaki gave birth to a daughter, and she married a man from the Namikaze clan. They had Tsunade and Nawaki. The basis is mainly the blonde hair color, along with the fact that Nawaki being very similar to Naruto. Considering he possesses similar blood, it would make sense. However, this isn't confirmed, but let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. We might make a detailed video on this later on. Now, in the terms of children, Tsunade hasn't had any. However, even though she is known to be an irresponsible gambler, after the death of her younger brother Nawaki and her lover Dan, Tsunade took it upon herself to look after Dan's niece, Suzune. She treated her as her own sibling and blood in many ways, and later Tsunade took Sakura under her wing, polishing her to be a great ninja. All in all, Tsunade showed her nurturing side with these two. But there's also another theory, Tsunade and Dan being the parent of Minato Namikaze. Now, this sounds silly and stupid, so I won't go into it too much, but there is a theory out there, and if you guys want me to cover it in more in detail, I can do so in another video. Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, so Tsunade's love life has been one of the most obvious ones within the series, as after her first lover Dan's death, it had been indicated countless times that Tsunade had secret feelings for Jiraiya and vice versa, which goes back to the earlier fact on how Kishimoto was influenced by the novel The Tale of the Gallant Jiraiya. in which the Tsunade of that story is married to Jiraiya. Kishimoto wanted to bring some of those emotions alive back into his series, but I guess pairing them up would have made it too cliche and a straight copy, so he ended up giving them a love story where both of them would die single. It's pretty tragic. The thing is, the realization of Tsunade's love for Jiraiya didn't set in for her during their early stages. Unlike Jiraiya, she saw him as a friend, brother, a constant throughout her life. Even when Dan died, it was Jiraiya who would be there as a source of support. But after losing her younger brother and then her lover Dan, Tsunade went through a stage unwilling to let anyone in, possibly mainly due to the fear of loss. However, once Tsunade took the role of Hokage, she was forced to break through back into a stronger mindset. This also gave her clarity to understand her feelings more. In the end, even though she loved Jiraiya for a very long time, due to circumstances like her duties as Hokage and whatnot, she didn't pursue anything. One of the most heartbreaking moments in Naruto occurred when Tsunade told Jiraiya she might give him a chance when he returned from his fight with Pain. The last moment between Jiraiya and Tsunade in the anime perfectly depicts the relationship these two had. There was a lot of subject and dialogue exchange in this 5-minute scene, which sums up the feelings of these two characters. It's one of the best relationships seen in Naruto in my opinion. Unfortunately, this was the last time Tsunade saw Jiraiya before his eventual fight with Pain. In an ironic twist of fate, Tsunade tells Jiraiya before he goes to fight Pain that if he returns, she would give him a chance. One could say that Kishimoto painted Tsunade as Icarus, and every time she gets closer to love, she will be going closer and closer to the sun. Well, let me know what you guys think. Is Tsunade cursed or some shit to never find love? Put it in the comment section below. For the Japanese dub, Tsunade is voiced by Masako Katsuki, who is the same voice actor for Rikoa Londe from Zeta Gundam, Maya Kitajima from Glass Mask, and Sailor Neptune from Sailor Moon. For the English dub, Tsunade is voiced by Debbie Mae West, who is best known for her award-winning role of voicing Myrtle Silverberg from Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriot. Debbie is also the same voice of Rukia's elder sister Hisana Kuchiki from Bleach. Debbie's other role mainly consists of her voicing in games. However, oddly enough, in some of the Naruto games like Clash of Ninja Revolution 2, Tsunade is voiced by Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who is actually the voice for Kurenai in the series. Now, a lot of you guys after all of this information about Tsunade are probably wondering where the hell is she in the new Boruto series? Is she dead? Well, no, she's actually pretty much alive and well in the current Boruto series. While her whereabouts or what she has been up to have not been disclosed as of yet, most fans assume she's enjoying retirement somewhere drinking it up and playing her game of chance. During Naruto and Hinata's wedding, she was mostly seen keeping to herself, sometimes offering advice to Yamato about the preparations. Tsunade is also mentioned in the solo Sakura manga titled Sakura Hiden, Thoughts of Love Riding Upon a Spring Breeze, which is set 2 years after the war. Sakura meets up with Tsunade asking for her help, but Tsunade wants her to figure things out for herself and also states that she is retired and not obligated to work anymore. After this, the last time Tsunade is shown is 12 years after Naruto's wedding in the new age of Naruto's franchise. Tsunade is seen sitting in on a 5 Kage summit that is taking place in Konoha, where according to her, the others just get drunk and complain about things. After that, she wasn't really mentioned much. Hopefully we will eventually get to see Tsunade in Boruto, which could turn out to be quite interesting, but more than likely I doubt she will turn up. And if you guys want to know more about why Tsunade is not in Boruto, then make sure to check out our video discussing it in more detail. Alright, so a lot of you might think that Tsunade is quite popular, especially with the boys, right? Well, that's not exactly the case. Due to the sheer amount of characters in the series, Tsunade never actually managed to get within the top 10 in the character popularity polls, as Tsunade placed 13th in the 4th poll, 16th in the 5th, 29th in the 6th, and 33rd in the 7th. Although that's still pretty decent if you guys think about how many characters there are in the series. But Tsunade, along with Sakura, received their fair share of criticism by some of the female fanbase, as they believed that Kishimoto didn't utilize female characters properly, especially Tsunade during the Pain arc, when Pain invaded Konoha. However, in Kishimoto's eyes, Tsunade is one of his favorite characters, as in an interview when asked, if you weren't the creator of Naruto and were simply a fan of the manga, which character poster would be your first choice to put up in your bedroom? Kishimoto replied, I'd prefer a female character, so maybe Tsunade, and maybe one of Naruto performing the Ninja Centerfold Jutsu, and Gaara, he's one of my favorite characters. After making that comment, Kishimoto later added that I posted a little about that last night, but didn't notice he was talking about posters. not favorite characters. So yeah, one of Kishimoto's favorite character is Tsunade. Alright guys, it's time for a blazing round. Tsunade's ninja registration number is 002302. Tsunade's birthday is on the 2nd of August, giving her the astrological sign of Leo. In the first part of Naruto, Tsunade is around the age of 51, and in the second part, she is around 54 to 55 years of age. Tsunade weighs about 48.9 kg and is 163.1 centimeters tall. Tsunade has a blood type of B, sharing the same type with her former teammates Jiraiya and Orochimaru. Tsunade is also actually the only Hokage to live long enough to see 2 generations of successors who becomes Hokage, which we know to be Kakashi and Naruto. According to the data books, Tsunade's hobbies is gambling, Tsunade's favorite foods are chicken breast and sake, while her least favorite food is liver sashimi. Tsunade's wish is to have an all-on fight with Naruto, and lastly, Tsunade's favorite phrase is "one grab, 1,000 gold," which in Japanese is ikaku senkin. This refers to getting rich without much effort. Okay guys, with that, I summed up Tsunade. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. Smash that like button, and if you have a suggestion on what character or anime you want us to cover next, put it down in the comment section below. And make sure to be subscribed and have that notification bell on to be updated on our next video. Anyway guys, with that, I'll see you till next time.